What up? What up? What up, fam? What's good? What's good? We are here.
What is
Um,
good?
Yo,
fellas,
yo,
how
yo.
y'all doing, man? Quick round robin on how y'all doing in these streets.
Listen, I'm doing good, man. Work is a lot, and it's been a little cold in these streets. The hawk is definitely out. It's been brick, but I've been trying to stay warm as much as I possibly can.
I feel that, man. I feel that. What about you, G?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. I was in Denver earlier this week, expecting it to be colder than here, but it was not. And so I was happy to come back to, just the same ice cold, slushy snow in the city. But I'm good.
Yeah, yeah, love that,
What about you, Ray? What's good?
man. So it paled in comparison to what happened in the winter of 1996, right? I remember the winter of 1996. I remember like being snowed in for weeks. And so this paled in comparison to that, but this is its own history, right? And so
Yeah,
this is a terrible storm, especially for folks that were not accustomed to dealing with snow of that magnitude, right? Like I feel like the whole the whole East Coast did a horrible job with how they responded to the snow. And so, yeah.
I'm already hearing calls for Mom Donnie to resign because of the snow. I'm like, yo, can y'all just calm down?
Oh wow. Already?
Yeah, we were like, oh, we wouldn't had the snow before. I'm like, yeah, we would have. He didn't control the weather. Stop playing.
Yeah. Oh wow. That's
Yeah, right?
yeah.
It's crazy. It's
Um,
crazy.
Man, so let's dive in, man. We got our Knicks, right? We're gonna start the show off with our Knicks, man. So I see this guy with his PR sweatshirt on. Like, already know the vibe, already know the momentum and how this is going to go. All right. So Steve, up first, man, what you think about some of the trades?
This was a quieter trade deadline than I thought it would be. I thought there'd be a lot more movement. But at the end of the day, I feel like the Knicks did a good job. They brought themselves somebody who is a New Yorker through and through, someone who shares some bloodlines with me, so I'm down with that. I'm amped. I think the Garden's going to be moving and popping from now on. He's going to have a lot of family members in the audience.
Bro, I feel like listen, so shout out to Barclays, shout out to the Nets and whatever they do in Brooklyn, right? Because New York is New York, and I'm always gonna root for New York, right? And so I had the opportunity to go to Barclays for a game. I was in the suites or whatever, and like, bro, it's so
You like the way you just dropped that, G? I was in the suites, I was just hanging, pop them away.
Bro, it's so low vibrational over there, though, man. Like the energy is off. It's just it's man, but you could be in the nosebleeds at MSG, bro. It does not matter. It doesn't matter where you are, bro. You could be in Penn Station, and it's rocking in there, bro. It's
Yeah,
crazy,
man.
crazy the energy, man. So G, what's happening, man? What's going on with you?
Yo, I'm excited about the Knicks, man. I think, ever since Brunson made his way to the team, I feel like the front office has been really thoughtful about not going crazy with these trade deadlines, like making a lot of drastic moves, blowing up stuff. And I'm sure they were working real hard to see if the math would math for Giannis, but I'm glad that they decided to, take it easy and just build like the strategic pieces that we need for the team, because like Alvarado's going to be a fan favorite. Like as soon as he steps into the stadium and does one of those little behind the baseline like pickpocket moves, man, I want to see him and TJ McConnell go head to head and just like no gloves, no weapons, like a real duke it out. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Practice is gonna be real good, man, because they're all gonna be getting each other better. It's gonna look nice.
It's gonna look nice. But I was also thinking, I'm like, the reason why Giannis didn't get traded because he don't have enough James Harden in him. He got to learn how to be like, listen, I'm not playing unless somebody trades.
Speaking of James Harden, speaking of the beard, bro, he is a team killer. Like, bro, and he's what would we call? He's a millennial because every 2 years he's leaving his job.
Listen, I got a lot of millennials on my team, so I'm just gonna hold up my side.
Yeah, yes. And in 2 years they leaving. So
I take offense to that as the resident millennial on this podcast.
hey, well, you don't act like it because you don't leave your job.
I mean, he started it, so it's hard to leave it. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you definitely invested. I get it.
No, but Ray, I was driving down Queens Boulevard the other day, and I was like, "Yo, I wonder if I'm going to be able to see the new high school. Can I pick it out of the skyline?" Yo, I came over the hill, and all I saw was this lime green building that was like 20 stories tall, and I was like, "Oh, there it is." I was like, "Gee, no one is gonna miss your high school for a mile."
Yo, I saw it from the plane. I saw it flying into LaGuardia on Wednesday.
Wow.
I was like, there it is. I can see it.
Bro, that's how you know you left your mark right there, man. When something like that, you left your mark, bro. Love that for you.
I was like, there. I think I can see it from my apartment if I turn the right way.
Yeah. So let's transition from the Knicks because you got the folks on LinkedIn that they come for is business, and so we want to make sure we give them what we need to give them for their lunch break. So this halftime show, right? So we got this alternative universe halftime show that nobody's gonna watch, nobody gives a shit about, and then we got Bad Bunny that's about to come and kill it and do everything that he needs to do for the folks, and the viewership just went up. Like it just doubled because they know that it's Bad Bunny time. But anyway, Steve, so man, you got to run us through like how important this artist is, why people should tune in, and just like all the things that are going to happen in terms of that melting pot of merging Afro-Latino, Puerto Rican gumbo, bro.
Puerto Rican gumbo, I love that. You mixed in a little bit of South there. I mean, I was surprised to hear that there's apparently a football game that's going to happen around the Bad Bunny concert. But, we've got, Bad Bunny, I think, for a lot of folks, particularly folks who are from that small island in the Caribbean, for us, I think it's a sort of celebration of who we are. We have been part of America for a really long time. We have been Americans for a really long time. Our culture is unique given our sort of geographic location and our history of colonialism. But I think this is an amazing opportunity for all of us to feel like we are part of this broader landscape that is the U.S. I think it's real easy given the history of the way the United States and Puerto Rico have had relations and sort of the long history of Commonwealth and colonialism. It's real easy to feel not valued for the part you play in this big American experiment. And this is an opportunity, I think, to embrace what that culture is. And that culture is this beautiful mixture, right, of folks from Europe, of the indigenous folks on the island, of folks from Mother Africa. And, Bad Bunny's music is a celebration of that mixture, of that salsa, of that sauce that gets put together. And so being able to see the combination of those cultures blend to create music, to create language, to create, because, Puerto Rican is a different language than Spanish sometimes, is a really beautiful thing. And I'm just super excited. It makes me feel seen, and it makes me feel like, they're not hiding the history that is the island of Puerto Rico.
Bro, I love that, man. That's the perfect setup. And G, you are a Bad Bunny fan as well. And so, how's your Spanish, sir?
How's your Puerto Rican Spanish? Because let me tell you, it's different.
Yeah, I thought I knew a little Spanish until I was trying to dissect what Bad Bunny was saying on the songs, and I was like, actually, I don't think I really know very much at all. But yeah, I love. I mean, this most recent album is just it's a really dope love letter to a place that I think doesn't get enough recognition or credit to the influence that it's had on music and culture, especially in New York, but more broadly for the United States. And so I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a trip. I'm wondering how they're gonna try to like produce it so that it's either extremely relatable and accessible to the millions of people who are going to be watching who don't speak Spanish, or it's totally not. I think they can only do one or the other, but I'm sure the NFL and Pepsi or whoever the major sponsors are trying to figure out all the ways that they can monetize and bring in as broad of a crowd as possible. So that'll be interesting to see.
The wild part about it too is that the budget he has for the halftime show is more than the budget he had for his tour, So the production value is so people are like, oh, because like on his tour he rebuilt a casita, a small house from Puerto Rico, and he has it as part of his set. And so people are like, is he going to bring the casita with him? And I'm just giggling. I'm like, he's got way more money now to blow up that space in that presentation. So I'm excited to see not just what he brings in terms of like the culture with him, but also who he brings with him. Because in all his shows, he loves to bring back artists who are really traditional, well known in the Puerto Rican and the Latino community. And so excited to see who he brings to stage with him too. So it should be fun.
Bro, I am so excited, man. I haven't been this excited in a while. And so, you know how they say comparison is the thief of joy? I haven't once thought to myself, all right, well, how am I going to compare Kendrick Lamar's halftime show to what Bad Bunny is doing? Like, I just don't, I have no desire to do that. Like, I feel like it goes under that umbrella, like that whole African-centered umbrella. Yeah. So where we can celebrate both of these guys without having to compare them to each other. Right. Yeah, and I think that if you're asking me, I'll probably get in trouble in my community for saying this, is that I think Bad Bunny's going to have a larger impact on the diaspora than Kendrick's show did.
I mean, I think it has a lot to do with the he's going to sing in a language that is more broadly applicable across the diaspora too, right? When you think about how many Black folks are in the Caribbean, in South America, in Central America, Brazil, right? Like there's this huge sort of, it's why NFL wants him to do it, right? Like he's bringing in eyeballs that probably wouldn't be paying attention to the Super Bowl anyway. And I just gotta be honest with you, I have as someone who was very nervous when this was announced because I knew that America would America and it would sort of try to ruin this for me, right? And they have tried very hard to ruin this for me. I have felt the love from the Black community all over socials, from everybody, from sort of the random influencer to met the man posting himself working out, listening to Bad Bunny. Like there's been real love there. And so like, it also is not one of those things where it divided our communities. It's celebrating our communities together. And so deep appreciation for the way that folks have embraced this, even folks who don't speak that language, which I know is tough. And so I'm really appreciative of it.
Yeah, but one of the things that made that easy to do is that Bad Bunny is not out here playing in people's faces, right? It's like you're not gonna see him. You're not gonna see him, Donald Trump. Like you're not gonna
see. Yes. And actually, I mean, he's got a couple of songs where he goes right at it, and there's a lot of wondering of whether or not he's gonna sing those songs, right? Because
they're gonna be listening to the other show anyway, so it don't matter. That show is not for them. This show is for us, and that's why this show right here is super important as like the preemptive to get folks out and watching, and then also just like getting out and watching them, making sure that those numbers shoot through the roof in terms of the ratings, right? Like this is super important. Like this is the Super Bowl. The halftime show is the Super Bowl for us.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can guarantee you one thing about this show that you can't guarantee about the other show is that we will not have any lyrics about preferring minors like the headliner of the other show.
Don't do that. I'm a Drake fan.
Yeah.
I want that lawsuit to go through.
Listen, I'm not talking about Drake. I'm talking about Kid Rock.
People's names. No, so speaking of which,
but he has lyrics that say that he prefers them young.
I didn't know that.
Speaking, no, he doesn't have lyrics. This guy's making stuff up. You're gonna get yourself sued.
No way. I'm not being sued. Kid Rock has a song about liking him young.
Kid Rock. Oh, I thought you were talking about Drake.
No, I'm not talking about Drake. You talking about Drake. I'm talking about Kid Rock, son.
Kick Rocks. You talking about
Kick Rocks? Yeah, Kick Rocks.
Kick Rocks.
Drake. Yeah, Drake would sue me.
Yeah, we have to come and bail you out. Yo, what's so weird about? I'm not touching the Epstein files. I'm leaving it alone. I'm done. Good. No, I'm not touching that. But what else is shaking?
Wow, this is the first topic that has been radioactive for Ray. Write it down, ladies and gentlemen. February 6th, 2026. We have found a topic Ray won't talk about.
It doesn't make any sense to talk about it. It's like,
you're right. I don't want to talk about it either, but I'm just saying.
But so now I'm going to talk about it. Because as someone that has daughters, I'm super protective over my daughters, but I'm super protective over women in general because I feel like women should be treated with dignity, honor, and respect, especially if you're underage. And so the things that we need to do in order to be protecting these young girls as school leaders, as members of the community, as all the things, right? So like that is why I don't want to talk about this because it makes me it turns it into a somber moment.
Yeah.
Because it's like I don't understand as humans, not even as Americans, like damn that as humans, how you could be okay with someone treating other people that way, right? And so that's why it bothers me so much.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah. So what else we got to talk about? What else was on that list? We get into these deep ass topics and then
I know. Okay. I mean, we can say one thing. I am T-minus 5 days away from being 50, and I'm trying to decide what level of mess I want to get into. So I was trying to convince my wife yesterday to let me buy a Vespa so I can join a Vespa gang. I'm not cool enough for a motorcycle gang, but I'm thinking a Vespa gang is my. So if y'all get Vespas, we can get leathers and we can just go on rides like we are chilling as a Vespa gang. Wow. Y'all down? Because I need.
So I'm not doing that.
Yeah, help me out.
Yo, being turning 50 is dope for so many reasons, right? The first reason is because, if you think back to your childhood, think back to our childhood, because I'll be 50 next year. And so thinking back to my childhood, thinking about the amount of people that didn't even make it to their 30s, right?
That's right.
Thinking about the conversations that we don't have in our communities about health and wellness, because that's taboo. There was a comedian, I think Kev on Stage. Kev on Stage recently made a post about going to get a checkup, right? And then in the comments, it was all kind of like anti-male things in the comments about, just all the things, right? And I'm just like, all that from just wanting y'all to live and live a long life.
It's not manly to get your blood pressure checked, son.
What? You don't want to walk your daughter down the aisle? Like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm trying to make it to the singularity because I want to upload my brain to a computer so I can do it like that. And so I need to live as long as I can.
Bro.
Yo, Steve, I have a question for you. So what, when you think about turning 50, like if you go back to your childhood, like what did you think it would be like? And like, how does that compare to reality?
That's a great question. When I was young, I really growing up, I wanted to be one of two things. I was confident I'd be one of two things in this world. I would either be a first baseman for the Mets, but the curveball separated me from that dream very quickly. And or I wanted to be president. I've always loved politics and I wanted to be sort of engaged in politics. I ran for office several years ago and decided that wasn't a path for me. And so what's really different is like how I thought I'd be doing my sort of living my day-to-day. What's consistent is it was always about how can I do better for other folks. So I feel like I'm still doing that in my day job and what I do for a living. But I thought I'd be rich and famous by now, but I'm rich in other ways.
You're rich in other ways. That's it.
Yeah. that statement always pisses me off because like I don't want to be rich in that way. I want to be rich in the way I want to be rich.
Listen, every year when I blow out my candles, I say the same thing. God, I have been poor for a long time. I respect money. I am now able to receive your riches. Give me the money. I will act responsibly.
Yeah, because you're gonna help others because you've been helping others when you're poor.
That's right.
Why not help others when you're rich? So I guess my question for you in this 50 turning 50 in 5 days stance is what would you say to your 16-year-old self?
Oh man. It ain't that serious. I think when you're younger, everything is so serious and everything is so because I wanted to be president, I have friends I used to hang out with all the time that I didn't take pictures with because I didn't want pictures to come out later on who didn't get invited to my wedding and stuff. And so I took things real seriously back then. And as I got older, I learned to sort of calm down. Time has a way of helping you understand the ebbs and flows of life. And so not take things so seriously. Not that I was super serious back then, but more serious than I am now.
Yeah, I love that. G, man, you out here killing it, doing all the things you're doing. What would you say to your 16-year-old self?
I mean, well, the first thing would have been take Spanish, not French. So I could go to the Bad Bunny concerts in the front row and sing all the lyrics. But I think more importantly, it's trust the process, because I think in a lot of ways I was really eager to kind of move through things and not just appreciate them as they were happening. There's, as a millennial, I feel like there are a lot of check boxes and milestones and things that you're trying to achieve, and there's all this comparative pressure through social media, what have you, to see what other people are doing, and I don't regret any of the decisions I ended up making and how things have turned out, but I do think that I could have taken more time to explore, say yes to things, and kind of meander into longer term decisions, because once those doors close, they're often closed for good. So I would have trusted the process a little bit more and help, and see the roses, smell the roses a little bit.
Love that. What do you say?
Wait, what you saying? Wait, Steve,
I said it's like the song On Top, right? Debí tirar más fotos. I would have taken more pictures, right? I would have soaked in the moment a little bit more as you were growing up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed my knees more. What about you, Ray? What are you gonna tell 60-year-old Ray?
Whew, man. So if I'm having a conversation with my 16-year-old self, the first thing that I'm going to say to myself is, bro, you don't need to go D1. You just need to have fun. I think the pressures on me that I put on myself to be, this marquee scholar athlete are pressures that I didn't have to put on myself. I would have enjoyed a D3 experience at either Brandeis or Tufts. And I probably would have hated Boston just as much as I hate it now. However, I would have had that experience. What else would I tell my 16-year-old self? Love hard, but forget quick.
Facts.
That's real.
Listen, I live every day like I'm a closer for a baseball team. I can't remember what I did yesterday. I don't want to remember what I did yesterday.
I don't want to remember that.
Just keep it moving forward.
Yeah. So real quick, as we kind of make the segue, have you guys been seeing any random acts of kindness?
It's a good question. I mean, I think what I have been appreciative of in all of the mess that is happening across this country when it comes to the way ICE has been entering cities is how folks who are whose status is not at risk, who are everyday citizens, who have the comfort and privilege of being natural born citizens and being here forever, put themselves in harm's way and put themselves at risk to protect families. That to me is random acts of kindness. I don't like that is, I think we see it and we've gotten numb to the fact that there are human beings putting themselves in sort of real harm's way to protect other human beings. And it is the one bright spot that has sort of come out of this mess, is that we're seeing humanity at its best. People leveraging real empathy to leverage their privilege to protect folks who don't have those same privileges.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you out here looking like the Rams quarterback on this episode. Oh,
we both won the same amount of games last week.
That part. G, any random acts of kindness on your part?
Yeah, I mean, with the weather being so crazy and the snow and the deep freeze that's happened, you see a lot of I've seen a lot of my neighbors helping to dig other people out, like with their cars getting stuck on the street. And the two things that really stand out when the snow is as bad is like how hard it is to get around if you are if you have a disability, or if you have a stroller, or if you are trying to, even if you have like a pet. It's just like really hard to get around the city when it's this snowy and this icy, and people are really going out of their way to make lives a little bit easier for each other. But maybe they could also clean up after their dogs when they.
Yo,
don't get me started. Listen. It is the number one thing about New York I cannot stand is people who don't clean up after their dogs. It drives me crazy.
Bro, it's so gross.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
The little green bags everywhere. Like, yo, you couldn't put that in a pail? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
I mean, if it was in the bag, it would be, even if it was in the bag, I'd be like, okay, fine. Yeah. But it's just
to walk past it like it didn't happen.
Yeah,
come on.
Exactly. So I got to share with y'all this random act of kindness that I saw. It's pretty dope. And so I'm walking from 30th Street train station in Philadelphia to Broad Street to Temple's campus. And so I walk by and I see an unhoused person, and they're laying on, I guess, a heat crate, because a heat grail, which is something that's like underground and that resonates. Heat rises up and like keeps unhoused people warm. And so this is like 8:00 in the morning. And this person has like this big like blanket over them or whatever. And so on my way back, which is a whole work day, this person is still there. And so I'm in my head. I'm all in my head. I'm like, what can I do for this person? Or what, like, has anybody done anything for this person? Like, what is the outreach looking like for unhoused people in Philadelphia? And then I walk by and I see school lunches that were like sat there. So like the person is eating. Right? And then I look across the street and I see Belmont Charter School located in Philadelphia. And then like I put it all together. I'm like, oh wow, yeah. The folks from over there brought him some food over or whatever. And like, bro, I just had a moment, man. Yeah. Like, shout out to my charter school. Shout out to all educators, right? But then particularly shout out to charter school folks, because y'all are my people. Everybody's my people, but y'all are specifically my people. And it warmed my heart, man. Like I was just like, yo, that is so amazing.
Oh, yeah,
to bring this person in and make this person a part of the community, because you understand like where you are and you understand that person is a part of the community.
Yeah.
Man, that was dope. All right, closing thoughts. G, we on you.
All right. I fly Delta almost exclusively, and last year I discovered that.
Wait a minute, that's an elitist Jack and Jill kind of. All right, well, go ahead.
What? It's just Delta, man.
I talking about Delta.
I didn't say Delta first class. I didn't say, I try to get the Comfort Plus every now and then, but I discovered that if you talk to the pilot and you ask them for a card. They give you these trading cards.
Yeah, they got those trading cards.
And so I was on a flight earlier. I got one. So check that out.
I see it. Yeah.
Look at that. And these are other ones that I got. So I'm like, I got a little collection. So I'm gonna it's like a kind of a fun little thing that I don't fly that often, but when I do, I want to try to build up a little collection to give to my kids.
I bring them to my kids too. They're dope.
Yeah.
Love that. Look at that.
Yeah. G, you know what else I did when they were young is I created an email account, and when I would travel, I would write them emails, even though they were too young to read. So as they got older, they were able to sort of read as I was traveling. Just to, like, I was thinking about them while I was on the road, even though I wasn't with them, things like that.
You know what you should have did? You should have bought them Hess trucks, because them shits is worth mad bread right now.
Should have bought them stock in Apple. They'd be rich by now.
I mean, all right, Steve. Final thought.
Final thought. Today, my St. John's Red Storm play UConn. And while I have aspirations that it will be a good game, I am living in fear that they are going to get walloped. So I'm living in the pregame glow of their good season and hoping for the best, but steeling myself what will probably be a 20-point deficit by halftime.
I mean, yo, at least you're being realistic, bro. All right, good people. We will see you all next week. Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah. Woo!